Hello and welcome to the final part of the Watcher's lore for Wild West Exodus. And in the previous episode, just a bit of a catch up, Juan Ponce de Leon had just reached his hand into the light with the golden goblet to fill it up, believing it was the fountain of youth. So this is where we are. The golden goblet that was in the remains of Juan Ponce de Leon's hand fell into the light. The gold caused a spectacular if unforeseen chain reaction. The shockwave pulsed through the portal, disintegrating every watcher 500 yards off the portal gate. In the relay chamber and buildings surrounding it, every sentient, both human and alien, were frozen in time, protected from the devastation that rained down above them. The energy that blasted through the portal tore through the orbiting Arcvolt. The massive starship, easily the size of a city, was crippled. The Arcvolt split in two as it lost stability and plummeted towards the planet. The alien crew fought against the starship from causing an extinction-level event upon Earth. Using what little strength that remained, the Watchers crashed the ship into the Antarctic wastes. Tsunami and firestorms raged across the planet. Many died. Thankfully, it was not the planet killer it could have been. The city-sized ship was buried under frozen Antarctic deserts. The Watcher's outpost chamber, in what seemed less than a minute, the bright light had vanished, with it the conquistadors. The Watchers assumed the humans had been vaporized. The surviving Alphas assessed the situation. The lowest levels of the complex were intact. Everything at the sub-level or higher was in ruins. The Greys repaired and brought the geothermal generators back online, while the Ictarine tried to repair and return power to the surviving systems. Trying the fruitless endeavor of communicating with the now destroyed Arcvolt, the Indigo broke free to the surface, and the Azure Myriad was sent to scout out the surrounding area. What the aliens reported was confusing. The Europeans had now settled in the surrounding areas, this time with even more advanced technology than the conquistadors. Yet only a few hours had passed. Civilians were now sent disguised as natives, only to their shock, what they had thought was just a few hours had it in fact been 300 years. The year was now 1868. Just 400 Watchers remained. The primary mission was now a failure, with the inability to improve their situation. The Earthbound Watchers had more pressing issue. It had been 300 years. Why hadn't the hegemony sent another ship? Their own Arcvolt was destroyed. Their leaders had not updated for 3 centuries. Even after a year of communication, which should have been enough to require an investigation, especially with the Watchers' own violent history with humans. I take you back to Atlantia, where, of course, the Watchers were wiped out by humans. The uncertainty caused the remaining clades to bicker and fight. It was the actions of an Amber Alpha that gave the aliens purpose once again. She gave them 2 objectives. The first was to construct a portal, so they could reconnect with the Sphere worlds. A portal this size would cause untold damage in miles in every direction. The Amber Alpha believed this was price worth paying to reconnect with their people. Also, the portal will take a lot of resources, and I believe around about a decade to build. It was a massive undertaking. The second objective was to destroy both the Order and the Hex and any allies of its alien forces, to re-establish the natural progression of the human race once more. Deep in the Superstition Mountains at the moment, the Grey are building a new portal with incubation chambers to clone Greys to reinforce the clades. The Watchers' numbers are too few to risk open warfare, so everything is discreet, not to risk their enemies to take notice of them and turn and fight. As you can see, that is the end of the Watchers, and we know where they are. They're in the Superstition Mountains, and they're trying to communicate with their own. So, absolutely fantastic. This is one reason I like Wild West Exodus. Aliens and cowboys. I love it. And this has been interesting. This has been one of my favourite lore stories I've ever read. Not just for wargaming, but in the whole. Absolutely great. I hope you enjoyed it as well. I hope you enjoy the next one, which will be The Enlightened, which I will hopefully be actually diving more in not just the Wild West Exodus part, but also the dystopian wars as well, because they have a far bigger plan and grasp on everything as well. So let's see what happens. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed more of these, and I hope you see you all again very soon. Like, comment, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Share, of course, with the Wild West Exodus people, because they're really good people. It's a great community. I'm enjoying being part of it and sharing this lore with them. Thank you very much. Have a great day and enjoy the hobby.